Hello, computer graphics students. It's Mr. House. We are looking at the vector flower, and it starts out, as you can see, with a new file at 600 by 600 pixels. And we're going to change the fill color to black, stroke to none, and we'll be working with a rounded rectangle tool first. Let's get started. Launching Illustrator, File, New. And notice here we've got inches, so we don't want that. We want a web size, and that gets us to pixels. So notice if you see inches, it means you're in print. If you want to see pixels, you can go right there, and it changes things up. 600 by 600, and away we go. Once again, I've got a white fill, black stroke. We can switch this so I have a black fill, and then clicking on the stroke, I choose none. So check that out. That's how that works. Okay, next, the rounded rectangle tool hides behind this tool. There we go, rounded rectangle. And I click and drag and make a rounded rectangle like so. Right now I'm going to consult the instructions because that's always a good thing to do. And it says here I can change the shape of the tool to 100 pixels by 100 pixels corner radius. All right. So there we go. So I did this wrong. We click anywhere in the document. So let's delete this. So I've got the rounded rectangle. I click once, and then it comes up 100 by 100. I believe corner radius was 12. And there we have that nice perfect thing. Now next, we're going to pick the direct select tool and affect one of these corners. Okay, so we click and drag over a corner, it says here, and press the right arrow key 15 times. Oi! Click and drag over that corner. You'll notice these have turned blue, the rest of them are white. And here's my arrow key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Boom. Do the same thing to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Moving right along. Step 6 here, Command A to select all. Always a good idea. And then choose Window, Brushes, Brushes menu. We're going to click on a new brush. This is a great thing to do. All right, here we go. It's going to be a new pattern brush, and we're going to name it Flower Petal. All right, back in Command A, Window, Brushes. There it is. Here's a drop menu. New brush. Boom. It's going to be a pattern brush. Hit OK. And I think we're going to call this flower. And once again, I can always consult the directions. All right. 100%. Spacing 0. Original. Stretch to fit. Let's see how it goes. Oh, interesting. We don't want fixed. Huh? Scale 100% spacing 0. Stretch to fit. Looks like we're looking at. There we go. Yeah, so scale is fixed, and it's set at 100% pressure, 0 spacing, stretch to fit. This is all we need. All right, hit OK, and you'll notice this brush has appeared in the brush palette window. Exciting stuff. All right, here we go. It says you must delete the petal in your document for going the next step. Well, that's always a good idea. To follow the instructions, I hit delete, but notice it's still there. All right, here we go. Always a good idea to save it And here we go. We're changing fill to none. We're just switching it this time. And then we're going to grab the ellipse and make a 225 by 225 circle. Here we go. Ellipse tool. And again, switching this. No fill, black stroke. Click right in the middle and 225 by 225. That didn't quite work. There we go. And we'll hit OK. And we've got this circle. I'm going to bring it into the center of our workspace. And then I'm just going to click right on this brush. And wowie zowie, there it goes. Looking good. And choose Object, Expand Appearance, and then we're going to put in a gradient. All right, let's do it. Object, Expand Appearance. Now, if nothing happened, it means that you didn't have this object selected. So select it and repeat that step. If nothing happened, while it's selected, I'm gonna go over here to a gradient. Let's see what happens. And no, I'm doing something wrong here. Well, I go back to, and let's see here, window gradient. All right. Window and gradient. That's right. And I choose radial, I believe. Oh, yeah. And now we can start changing colors in here, which is the next step. I believe we want to put in a red and for one color and a yellow for the other. And then we'll adjust that gradient. Here we go. Now we are in this gradient panel. I click on this. We're going to pick a red. And then I double click on this one and we're going to pick a yellow. There we go. Next, I'm going to go to the gradient tool and I said go to the gradient tool. There we go. And we're going to click and drag from the outside to the center and see what happens. Well, let's try from the center outwards. There we go. That's more like it. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, looking good. And then from there, you know what to do. You can follow these directions and finish off this tutorial at this point. So I've gotten you this far, and now I'm going to let you go and finish off the rest. Thank you for learning.